Welcome everyone to this special meeting of the school committee. It is December 17 at 4:06. Roll call, Ms. Feliciano.
Mayor Garcia, Dr. Vera Colon,
Here.
Mr. Sheehan,
Present.
Ms. LeFave,
Present.
Mr. Brown Martinez,
Here.
Ms. Tensley William,
Aquí.
Mr. Itaza, Mr. Willenhan,
Here.
Mr. Collmore, Ms. Wilson.
Present.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
On March 29, 2025, Governor Maura Healey signed into law bodies to age 62 as amended by Section 2506, which contains the final form of the bill, entitled An Act Relative to Extending Certain COVID-19 Measures Adopted During the State of Emergency ACT. Of interest to all governmental public bodies in Massachusetts, the Act extends until June 2027 the authority for meetings of multiple member bodies to be held in an entirely remote or hybrid format. All public bodies may hold fully remote or hybrid meetings without the physical presence of a quorum of the public body as long as adequate alternative means of public access is also provided. Pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 38, Section 20, I'm hereby informing all attendees that a video and audio recording is being made of the meeting, and the meeting is being live streamed and run live on the city's community TV channel. On today's meeting, our new business is to review and approve the slate of candidates who will serve on the screening committee for the superintendent search. Everybody has had the opportunity to have the list of all of the people who were willing and able to serve in this screening committee. I want to extend my biggest gratitude to everybody who put their name and took the time to go out of their way and volunteer for this work, given that there's a time commitment, multiple days at the end of the day where everybody has a job and they have to go get out of their job and go do this. So I really appreciate everybody. What was the final number of candidates, Ms. Feliciano? 51 candidates. So not a bad problem to have that people want to serve, but now it is our job to choose who are going to be in the screening committee. Mr. Sheehan.
Yeah, I also just want to thank the folks, that applied, but also the people who responded back and made the commitment. When we put out emails saying, "Can you make all the dates?" Like, even if you can't make an hour of one date, all of the interviews are happening. Like, everyone has to be at every interview, and that's something the committee expects. That, and if someone doesn't attend part of it, then they unfortunately have to leave the screening committee. So it's that all or nothing type of aspect on it. So with it, so I think that's important. Now, that's all I was going to say. We can review the rest of the dates for the committee's role after.
Mr. Willenhan.
Thank you. How many votes to win the vote? One member's not here. That's why I'm asking. 2 members.
So we would need 6 votes.
Thank you.
Ms. Wilson.
I might have been in my thoughts, and you might have clarified this already. How many individuals are we looking for in total to be on this committee?
11 to 13.
11 to 13. All right. So I just want to, it's going to be a process to get down from that high number of interested parties. So, okay, 11 to 13.
Mr. Willenhan.
Do we have any student applicants?
So as of today, we do not, but we want to have student candidates there, so we have to save a spot for a student, at least.
Thank you.
Ms. LaFave?
What was the process for the students? How were they notified of the survey application? If that's the route that you guys were, or we were planning on them doing it, or what was done within the school? And are we also looking at maybe one middle school and high school?
Yes, to the last one. But the way that, so we put out the communication to the whole community through the communications channels from HPS. There was a focus group of students that happened at both the high schools from MASC, and they were notified then that there was an opportunity to serve in this committee. And then there was email communication from Mr. Soto to the principals of the schools to recruit students for the screening committee. We also, Ms. Feliciano also sent an email to our student reps to see if they were interested or if there was anybody who might be interested that they might know. And that was the extent of the recruitment. Go ahead, Ms. Sophie.
What was the deadline for the principals to give feedback if they did find a candidate?
So I mean, we left it open until to whenever they, from the moment they got the communication till now.
Is there, like after this meeting, following up with Mr. Soto to see if he heard back from the principals, or did the principals not? They weren't specified to get back to them, and more so it was the student. It's just, we can't wait around, but I want to make sure we have their representation.
I think that what I heard from Mr. Soto was that some of the students who might be interested could not make all the dates. So that's why they were not.
I'm just worried that we're too much focused on student government students versus, because a lot of students, they might be part of let's say, the National Honor Society. Then they have sports and this, because this is the problem that we face in here, right? And it shouldn't always just be that only government students are the ones that are being offered these opportunities.
Right.
It should be open to every student.
Right.
They don't have to be like in all these clubs or anything. I want somebody true that's gonna want to give their feedback and really be part of that team to find our next superintendent.
Yeah, absolutely. And there was no constraints that they had to be a part of anything. It was open to any student who was available. Mr. Sheehan.
And I'll just say the focus group that was held open to any student
Yeah.
who wanted to attend. It wasn't, students were not invited to the focus group. They were, or like picked out. Anyone was invited to attend. So like the touch points of people getting there. But I'll also say, like, I'd love to have a student, but it's 5 dates for multiple, it's a big commitment for anyone that's on here, and we can leave it open, but the committee leaving it open for students to apply is fine, but it's also knowing that we will have to have, which is fine to have a special meeting, but we're going to have a special meeting and vote on someone, because it can't just be an open-ended, and we'll have to leave a space open on the committee, and someone would get voted on at the organizational meeting and then have to serve 2 days later. That's the only, but I know that the principals, just from hearing and from other staff, that there was active recruitment in the schools, and I think a lot of it is time prohibitive. You talk about students that are engaging students, they're athletes and in drama and all these different things, but they're in stuff after school too. Like I said, it's hard for all of us to, or if you know a student, everyone here on this committee has contact with students. I would also say, what engagement did anyone here make with getting people to sign up? This was also on the 10 of us.
I just have
to engage
some
the
new
community.
information. There are 2 students who put their names forward. Sorry.
Go ahead, keep talking, Mr. Sheehan. Keep talking.
I'm waiting on confirmation on the last name of one of them, but we have, what schools do they attend, do you know? Holyoke High School.
Holyoke High School.
So yeah. Mr. Isasa.
Do we know if they're committed to all the dates?
Yes.
So we have 2 available students.
Excuse me, can I see one? I have written in there. Top. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay.
Total, I counted a lot.
Miss Wilson.
So I'm wondering for the process, I've broken down the categories of each person who's applied, and if they've checked off what group they belong to. If a person checked off both parent, guardian, and community member, they're in both columns on the list I gave you, because I was trying to think to myself, how can I visually help myself understand who I'm placing in this group to make sure we have a representation of all individuals. And the only groups I don't have are the students, but I just wrote in there. So I just wanted to share with you what I did to assist us in this process. And I'm wondering, Madam Vice Chair, is it appropriate if we determine how many people in each category we're placing prior to then moving into the individuals?
Absolutely.
So I'd like to make a motion that if we are looking for 13 individuals, my motion is that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 categories. I say we have 2 from each of those categories. 2 from parent guardian, 2 from community member, 2 from the educator group, 2 from administration, 2 from other, 2 from elected officials, and 2 from students.
I second that.
Oh, that's 7 groups, sorry. All right, so I would say then,
7 groups.
so then, 1, 2. I would then bring it down to 1 from other. Instead of my 2, I would like to then amend. Well, we haven't voted yet, so I don't have to amend. I would like to then shift then to just 1 of the other, and that would bring us 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. That would bring us to 13.
So motion made by Ms. Wilson, seconded by Ms. Tensley Williams. Discussion. Ms. LaFave.
I kind of thought differently. Because education administration still has to do within the school system. And then on top of that, we have the elected officials. So in my opinion, it's my opinion, 2 parents, 3 community members, that's 5, 2 educators, 7, 1 administration, 8. You have 2 elected officials, 10. Then I guess 2 and 1. Or 1 other, because they kind of all blended into community member and parent, but you have some business owners and other. And 2 students. Then 1, 2. Right? That's 13.
Ms. Wilson.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, right? I'm not saying that it's a motion or I'm amending. I'm just thinking.
We're having discussion.
Mr. Willihan.
Thank you. Do we have the names of the students?
I have the name of one student for sure. Let me see if I get the other. Do you have them, Miss Feliciano?
I'm waiting for them to email me back.
Okay. Well, one of them is Addison Rodriguez. Addison, like Addison. Yeah.
Their address, please.
They're students, so we're not publicly sharing their address. That's the only reason, because they're underage.
What school? Holyoke High School.
Holyoke High School, yes.
Thank you. North. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna reserve my right to vote for anybody on the list.
Sounds good. Mr. Willihan?
Seeing that the
Ms. Leron Martinez, go ahead.
thank you for recognizing me. Seeing that we did not consider in the past the students, can we add on to make it an even number to say 14? To make it 14? I know, but it's only 13. I'm saying, can we say 14? You can't even it out so that you get a chance of 2 representatives from each group, or?
So an even number is not a good thing for committees just in general because of ties and such things.
Okay, true. I didn't realize that. Yep, true.
Mr. Sheehan?
I'm also going to point out that looking at this, there's a lot of people like that fall in multiple categories. So
Correct.
even when you're like looking at it, so you don't have to think like even some of the maybe others, even people in the other column fall in other columns. So just like, no, this is what they self-selected. So they could fall into others. And I mean, we may just want to look at a system of picking one from each bucket first and then seeing for the other one. So we at least have representation from each one of the categories and then looking how to build out the rest of the group if we are lacking in a certain area. But that's, I mean, 2, 2, and 2 is good too. Like it doesn't, having some sort of system.
So at this point, we still have a motion on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the end of the discussion? Are there any amendments? Seeing none? All those in favor?
Aye.
Hold on.
Show of hands.
Show of hands, yes.
In favor?
In favor. All those in favor, raise your hand.
So the motion is that we have 2 individuals from the parent guardian selection, 2 from community members, 2 from the educators, 2 from administration, 2 from elected officials, 2 from students, and 1 from other. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. And that would be 13. That was my motion. That was seconded.
Okay, I favor that. Thank you.
Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hands. So I have 5 votes. Against? 1, 2, 3, 4 votes. That's true. Sorry. Go again. Against?
Against.
No, who are you? Okay.
Start all over.
Okay, let's start all over again. All those in favor, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Against? 1, 2, 3. There we go.
No, you passed.
Motion passes 5 to 3.
For the names.
For the voting of the names. No, he asked at the beginning of the meeting.
Point of order, if there's 10 members of the committee, right, should be 6 votes for majority. Whether they're here or not, the body is 10.
Mr. Sheehan?
I'd take a look at our rules. I think it's members present.
I don't have my computer with me,
it's
but I can look it
it's
up.
10 people to establish quorum, but like you count it even if you have vacancies, but for votes, it's members present.
Under BEDF voting method, all actions will require a majority vote of all members present and voting except as stated in Robert Rules of Order newly revised, or policies that require a larger majority. So again, it's a member of all bodies present, of all members present.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Motion passes.
Point
Ms.
of order.
Wilson.
So for clarification, earlier in the meeting, we said we wanted to have 6 votes for putting someone, for candidates going forward. Are we staying with our 6 that was made by this group for this decision, or are we going with our policy, BEDF, which is a majority of those present?
I believe we should stick with the policy. Thank you, Ms. Wilson. Mr. Sheehan?
All right. I'm just starting on the left and starting with the parent and guardian. I'm going to make a nomination for Kate Sullivan Craven.
Second.
Nomination made by Mr. Sheehan, seconded by Ms. Lefebvre. Discussion?
Nominate.
Well, we have one. We have one right now. So we gotta, if you have a comment, not then we take a vote and then.
Let's repeat them.
Ms. Wilson?
Can we just clarify clarify the process? I understand that it was stated we were going to start with the left column on the sheet I created, and it was the parent guardian, which I believe was the first selection choice anyway. I just want to clarify, what is the process as? Can anyone nominate an individual? And if so, just wanted to share that.
Yes. Ms. Laura Martinez?
In regards to that, nominating someone, what do you mean, nominating someone outside of this list or
Number 2.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Number 2 right here.
Okay, no, I thought it was.
So to clarify,
Ms. Wilson?
we are looking right now, we are looking for 2 individuals from the list, from the individuals who have volunteered so graciously. We're looking for 2 parent/guardian from this list of individuals. We have one nominated and seconded, and I believe the next step would be to vote on that. And then we would probably move, and then we can then discuss, are we going to go across or are we going to fill both in that area? So, just to clarify for those individuals.
Mr. Sheehan?
I would make a recommendation for the equity of the committee and participation to go down the list at the table and to see if other people want to nominate someone from any of the buckets following the rules of the 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 2. But so I just started with parent or guardian, but I would say like let people have the opportunity so one person can't dominate the nominating process. But that's just a suggestion. I just wanted to
Is
start
that a
with someone.
motion?
Nope, because there's already a motion on the floor. I would leave it up to the prerogative of the chair and unless anyone wants to challenge her.
Can nominate someone.
Ms. LaFave?
But we're on this motion, the nomination. Candidate.
Okay. And going back to the fact that, again, these people can also be in 2 different categories. So let's be specific to this one individual that has already, is the first current person that's being recommended to be nominated for this, for the committee, okay? The person identified as parent, guardian, comma, community member. So right now, technically, the person could either fall under parent, guardian, or community member. So it's going to be hard to even say, let's start with this category, more so provide we keep a tab of who we are recommending. And then if we have more than the allotted amount in a certain category, then we take it upon each category and then vote on it to say, to bring it down to the final 2 for that category, because that person technically can fit into 2 categories. So there could be 2 other parents that are going to be recommended. So now it's 3, but one may be in that one. The other parent might actually be in the educator, you know, because they pick so many different categories that they kind of fit into. That's, so, I mean, right now we're just starting with the mere fact that we have our first nominee, and you know, we can keep tabs of who we have under which, and then at the end, if we see we have too many under a certain category, then that's where we start diving it down. And also remember, representation when we're looking at geographical, as well as, you know, just equitable across the board.
So I can nominate someone.
We have one. We haven't even voted on her.
Okay.
Ms. Wilson?
It seems, I believe you made a suggestion, Mr. Sheehan, that maybe we go down the list in the parent guardian to see if anyone would want to put anyone's name out. So, and then move from that grouping to then like lower down the numbers within the group by who we would recommend within the group, and then we focus on dwindling down from there.
There's
Not a motion.
It sounds good.
No.
Ms. LaFave?
Can we take the vote on the person that's been nominated or recommended?
All right. Mr. Willihan?
Okay.
Oh, go ahead. Okay, yes. So, show of hands. All those in favor of the nomination? 2. Yes. 4. We have 4, 5 in favor. So that makes it how many against the nomination? Abstained?
I am
Me too, but I don't
Motion passes.
And I nominate
Yes.
Since you had
5-3.
hands. What? 5-0-3 or 5-3? Like, what is?
5. Nobody, 0.
How many
Yeah.
against how many?
0-3. Yeah. Go ahead.
Who, me?
Ms. LaFave.
Who, me? Yeah, you. Okay. So, see, now I'm going to go in a different. I nominate Christian Cardy, community member.
All right. All right. Motion made and seconded. Discussion. Ms. LeBron Martinez.
To be honest with you, this is very confusing because I thought we were gonna stay through parent and then go into the community.
Kate Sullivan is also a community member.
So, so now we don't have a chance to vote for parent again?
Yeah, we have to go through all of them anyway.
You're going to get called on after Mildred. You're going to nominate someone after Mildred.
Yeah.
Okay,
because I want to nominate.
okay.
someone.
Okay.
All right. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor. Show of hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Against? Abstain? 7-0-1. Motion passes. Ms. Laura Martinez.
I'd like to nominate Deborah Rodriguez. She's a
Which category?
parent, guardian, and she's also community member listed.
Okay. Do I have a second? Second by Mr. Isasa. Discussion. Seeing none. Oh, Ms. Wilson, sorry. Go ahead.
I just want to make take a moment though for those people who are watching at home and being here in the process that we've had this list. We've been able to review it. It's not just like we're just got these names and now we're just going along and agreeing with everyone. Just to be very clear, we have the information that was presented. We were given this several days ago to review, look in depth, so that we can make educated decisions. I just want to be clear to our community.
Thank you, Ms. Wilson. And on that note, I also want to recognize that there's some of the members, or some of the candidates present in person and some online as well. So thank you for being here. All right, Ms. Tensley Williams.
I nominate.
Sorry,
Oh,
never mind. We haven't voted yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Great. All those in favor for Deborah Rodriguez? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, passes unanimously.
Nice.
Now it's your turn, Miss Tensley Williams. Sorry.
I nominate Patty LeBeau. She's a parent also, but she's on our committee too.
Second.
Seconded by Miss LaFave. Discussion? Miss Wilson.
So then we're looking at Patty LeBold as an elected official. I just want to make that clarity to individuals at home. So, okay.
Do we need a?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Show of hands in favor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, unanimously. Thank you. Wow, Mr. Isasa, so easy, huh? All those in favor?
I second it, but nominated.
Oh, sorry, you seconded. Yeah, Ms. Tensley Williams seconded. Discussion. Ms. Wilson.
So while I believe that Mr. Sheen has very good qualities, we already have one school committee member, and I am not. I just you want to throw that out there that we already have one school committee member. We only have 4 elected officials that have, but they also fall in different categories. So I just want to throw that out for knowledge.
Ms. LaFave.
So, if I'm not mistaken, we said 2 under, that's what everybody voted, under elected official. And then the other 2 were taken off because they cannot commit. So at the end of the day, we've only got 2. That's why I said, wow, you guys picked the easiest section.
All right.
Did anybody second that?
And it was also the recommendation of MAC that we would have 2 school committee members, but. All right. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Right? Unanimous. Mr. Wellington.
Nominate Ann Brennan.
I second that.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
And I'd like to have her listed under educator. I'm not sure if you were thinking that, Mr. Willihan, or were you thinking in a different category?
Mr. Sasa.
I thought we had Ann Brennan as not responding to our questionnaire about dates.
Ms. LaFave.
So I was going to say exactly what Mr. Izaza was saying. And so here's the thing that we all have to be very careful on. We nominate them, and then we choose for them to be there, and then afterwards comes out that they can't attend a meeting. The reason why we ask is because there should not be not one meeting missed.
Right.
So in my opinion, for me, I can't say, okay, when I'm not even sure that they can commit. Unless before this meeting ends, somebody can get to them and tell them to send Ms. Feliciano an email saying that they can.
Right.
Because they have until the end of this meeting to determine whether or not they can commit. When we're here to vote for and nominate individuals, it's because they are saying that yes, they can commit to that time, and we are putting our trust in them to fulfill that commitment.
Mr. Wellington.
I mean, the opposite argument is that, someone says they can commit and then something comes up and they can't, right? So we're just going on good faith here. If they say they can't, they can't. But the fact that someone didn't respond, I don't take that as they can't.
Ms. LaFave.
I can see if there's extenuating emergency services, emergency situations. But I'm sure that when the email went out, people can technically look at their calendar right now and say, well, as of right now, yes, I can commit, right? Now, I can't tell you if tomorrow I'm going to be in a car accident, now I can't. That's a different story that we can all say, unfortunately, this happened, understandable. But if you know well in advance, because maybe on January 21st, you had some event to attend, or there was a meeting that you couldn't get out of for work, then technically you knew ahead of time. It's very easy to say yes or no, when we did have plenty of people who came back and said, withdraw my name, I cannot commit. Another one that said, I'm willing to, but I can't do this date or that day, which now that helped us to know that, no, they can't commit to all the dates. All we were asking is just as of right now, is there anything on your calendar that says that you can't go one of those specific dates? That's all we were asking.
Mr. Wellington.
And I move the question, which is not debatable.
Do we have a second? You seconded the move to question?
No. I seconded the motion. Sorry.
Since there's no second, motion fails. Back on the previous motion. Any further discussion? All right. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3.
This, can we,
Ann Brennan. We're voting on.
someone who can't make it, we're voting on?
We-
Okay. Go ahead.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
against? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and no abstentions. 3-5-0. Motion fails. Ms. Wilson.
I would like to nominate someone in the administration. I would like to nominate Ms. Soto. I'm going to not pronounce the first name correctly, and I do not want to embarrass myself.
Jarelis.
Jararis.
Yadalis.
Just wanted to make sure I wasn't going to. So that is what I'm nominating for administration.
All right.
I'll second.
Seconded by Mr. Isasa. Discussion. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Show of hands. Okay, it's unanimous. Sure. Mr. Sheehan.
Dr. Rivera Colon, do you have a nomination?
Thank you so much. I nominate for administration Ryan Carey.
Is there a second? to the
I
nomination?
second that too.
Any discussion? All those in favor? Oh, discussion? Okay. Okay. All those in favor, please raise your hands. Can you keep your hands up? 5 in favor. All those opposed, raise your hand. 2. Any abstentions? Mrs. LeBron Martinez, we need some sort of vote. Yes, no, or abstain.
It's just that I'm sorry, I was still considering that we're going through the list of the parent, then we jump into
We
the
just need a
next.
vote. We can't, there's no
Okay,
discussions.
problem. Okay.
Yes, no, or
That'll be the second, yes, I'll do that one. Go ahead.
that was 6 in favor, 2 opposed. Yeah.
Two's done.
Thank you. Mr. Isasa.
I nominate Lisa Smith O'Connor, parent guardian.
Second.
She's also a teacher.
Okay.
Oh, she's a therapist as well.
Lisa Smith O'Connor, and you said under parent.
Well, yeah, she's also a therapist.
So, because
She's under parent guardian.
but we already have 2.
Ms. LaFave.
Can we just put forth the people that we would like right now and then not focus so much under what category we're going to put them in?
Yeah.
Then on our paper, your own paper, you can kind of mix, match, or put them wherever, put them in 2, 3, 4 categories. And then after we go back to each category and we dwindle them down. And if we want somebody so bad from that category that's already been filled, then maybe they fall into another category and that's the category. And again, looking at demographics, geographically, I don't know if that's doable. I just think there's some things that were written in everybody's why they're interested and what their experience is that some of us felt like this person would really be good, right? Obviously, if they're a parent community member, I can't put them under administration. But afterwards, we can go back and just look at it and dwindle it down and pick the best candidates. But for right now, if we can just give who we really like and think like it's going to do, be an asset to the committee, then so be it after we can crunch it down.
Always eliminate too.
You know,
Ms. Wilson. Ms. Tensley Williams.
Jamie Cotto, he's on the
Not yet.
always stay on.
I'm sorry. No, I am.
Ms. Wilson.
We made a motion and it passed that we were going to have 2 in each category. That's what we made a motion to do. So so I understand the question of keep adding, just going. I'm just not understanding that. So right now we have people who think that when we voted them in that they're in as of right now. These 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people that we've already voted, I believe they think that they are on this group now because we voted in favor of them. And that's what I was voting for. I wasn't voting for dwindling down the number. I was voting for who I wanted on the group. So I'm very confused. I feel this is not as I had envisioned in the organized manner I had envisioned.
Mr. Sheehan.
Can we just get, is it possible to get consensus from the committee that we can accept the fact that we filled the spots for elected officials and administration? I'm just wondering because, I mean, I don't see a lot of duplicate, like I see 2 names, like can we get consensus on that we filled those 2?
Yeah, let's do
No,
that.
I'm not even looking for, I'm just, are people in disagreement at all that we filled those categories?
Yeah.
If not, I need to know why, like, I just need to understand.
Ms. LaFave.
So, it's just me, but it's not even my turn yet, and I know there's, I think, who was it? Who was next after you? Right. So, when we decided to put Yarali Soto under administration, she was also under community member and parent, and I was also thinking of Mr. Vicente, right? That's another good candidate who's also served on many things. But that's why I said, huh?
Respond.
Oh, he
He
didn't
didn't
respond?
respond.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, then we're good. All right, thank you. So, be gone, be on.
It's confusing.
I'm just wondering, is there consensus? Like, can we
Yeah,
get
at least I
consensus
can-
that we filled those categories?
Yeah.
Elected official administration? Can we also, like, do we have the other student's name?
I'm just waiting for him to send me back his last.
Okay. Do we have a first name?
Oh yeah, it's our student rep, Roberto.
So we can vote on.
Eddie, that's-
Okay.
Sorry, I'm like you, Miss Wilson. I'll butcher it.
I mean, seeing that there were only 2 students, can we agree that Addison Rodriguez and Heriberto, our student rep, are the,
I so move.
I second that.
Second that.
I so move.
Second.
Moved in second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Show of hands. Unanimous. Okay.
that's all I have.
That.
Just
Thank
trying
you.
to- I just. Is it? He went out of turn. She ruled it out of order. It was out of order. I would defer. Well, I would defer to court back to me. He had someone else he wanted to nominate. I don't feel comfortable going with that.
Yes.
Question.
Mr. Willihan, do you have another nomination? We're deferring to you since the previous one failed.
We already went by me, going back.
Well, yes.
Okay, okay. They put me on the spot.
Sorry. We can give you another turn.
Did we discuss about Jamie?
Who was the last one that was thrown out, that was ruled out of order? The last name.
Lisa Smith O'Connor. Nobody second.
Can I nominate Lisa Smith O'Connor?
Of course.
I will.
All right. Second,
Second.
seconded by Mr. Isasa. Discussion. Mr. Willihan.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Miss O'Connor is a therapist, and I know throughout the year we've been struggling to fill those jobs, and we've had to go outside the district and contract out. So I appreciate her service. Thank you.
Ms. Wilson.
I just want to clarify, did Ms. Smith O'Connor note that she is an HPS employee, or she just works at the schools? Because she could be coming into our schools but be employed by someone else to provide her services. So I just wanted to clarify Mr. Wilhan's point. I'm not sure.
Any further discussion? Ms. Densley Williams.
Was there a reason why we said no for Jamie Carter? Because we already had two in that category.
We haven't done that one yet.
Okay. I mentioned it and someone said no.
Oh, because it wasn't your turn yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
I'm
Nothing
sorry,
else.
sweetheart.
Okay. Mr. Sheehan.
So just for clarity, before I vote with the other people, did we put Kate Sullivan Craven and Deborah Rodriguez in the categories of parent or guardian or community member? Lots of Irene's raising her hand like what?
Ms. Wilson.
Initially, when we voted, that's who we put those two individuals in. Ms. Lefebvre has brought to our attention, though, that some people fall in two different categories. So, for example, if we said Lisa Smith O'Connor could be put under a community member because she also checked off community member. So under the parent, it might be full, but she could be added under community member, as just so you know.
Right, just so she could be a community member.
Correct.
Lisa Smith O'Connor.
She's listed as community. James.
My turn.
Any further discussion?
Can I get a clarification on the motion?
Yes. It was a nomination for Lisa Smith O'Connor.
Thank you.
All right. Seeing no further discussion, all those in favor, raise your hands. 1, 2, 3, 4. Opposed? 1, 2, 3. Abstain?
You. Oh.
So it was 5 yes. I didn't see you when I looked. So 5-3-0.
I'm sorry. No,
I did. It's her head. It's her head. Lord, help us.
She's under the community member or the parent, the one that we just voted on?
Community member.
Okay.
So
Mr. Sheehan.
can we just also get consensus now that parent or guardian and community member are full?
Second.
Community member and what?
Parent and guardian are full?
Which means you
I
can vote.
second that.
Okay, so that's,
So can we,
so we're only looking now for
Educator and
2 educators, 1 other.
Nomination.
We only have 3 nominations left.
now we only have 3 nominations, so if she has one.
Jamie Cotto.
educator.
But now we need
The
an
educator.
educator or other.
Jamie Cotto is the educator.
What happened, Ms. LaFave? Okay. Mr. Isasa.
No, I'm sorry.
Second. Jamie Cotto, educator.
Yeah, we had one from Mr. Willihan because we went back, so it should go back to Mr. Sheehan, but we only have a few left, so I know that we're not gonna get. Okay. All right. So we have nomination for Jaime Cotto, seconded by Mr. Isasa. Discussion for educator, Mr. Sheehan.
Can I just ask, is he still a current educator? Like, does he still work for the district?
It looked, he said,
Ms. Wilson.
it's typed worked, but it says for over 15 years. So but then it also says because the students matter to me very much because I'm trying to think of the past tense or present tense versus to kind of glean that. But does that,
So,
I don't think that was part of, never mind.
Ms. Lebron Martinez.
Does he still work in the district? Oh. I'll just say I personally it's important that I think for the 2 educator spots that they're current
That's
HPS
important.
employees.
Mhm.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's
How do I
Alright.
get out of that?
You can withdraw your nomination.
I withdraw my.
All right.
Are we clear that he's not currently? No.
System.
Not clear.
I see him at everything, so I don't know if he's.
Is that something we can check now?
Could we?
Check so. I saw him already.
Ms. LaFave.
So can we also clarify when we're looking at the educator, right, section, there are people who consider themselves educators, but yes, they are. They used to work in the Holyoke public school systems, but now they're in a different public school system, but they're still educating, have their kids in our district. Are those who we may consider under educator or no? You want educators that are currently working inside of the Holyoke Public Schools. That's what I need.
All I'm saying is my preference to vote on people, and we can go through with the nomination. I would prefer an active employee. That's not what that's Devin Sheehan's preference. That's not necessarily the preference of the committee, but in like what I'm looking for is an active
Educator in the
HPS employee,
HPS.
yes.
Because
Gives them
I'm just asking because like we just said with Mr. Cotto, he is not even working. Like
I
he's
confirm that.
but,
And we
I mean,
received
that's
confirmation
their-
that is not a current employee in HPS. Yeah, that he's not
The
working for
superintendent.
HPS. Yeah. Mr. Sheen.
Can I make an nomination under the other category? And it's going to be for Joan Matsalia.
Do we have a second? Seconded by Mr. Willihan. Discussion.
Name, Joan.
John Matsalia.
It was for the other category. Ms. Wilson.
I'm just going to say this out loud. We are looking quite Caucasian. We are not representing our community, and it concerns me.
Ms. LaFave.
And we're also not looking geographically equitable either.
Discussion. Mr. Sheehan.
I'm just gonna say, I'm not going to self-identify people. We didn't ask for demographic information. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna make assumptions off of anyone. I mean, I'll trust that you say that we're not balanced, but I don't have a way to interpret that from the information that I was provided. You can look, geographically, you can look at addresses because we have that, but I can't pick I can't pick people's cultural background, ethnicities, or lived experiences from the information that we have.
Agreed.
I'm just saying, I can't determine from the information that I was given, I don't know that.
I can't get all of them. That's why I didn't put my name.
Discussion on the nominee. All right. All those in favor, raise your hand. Yeah. Voting on candidate Joan Matsalia. All those in favor, please raise your hand. All those in favor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. Opposed? 1. So that's a 7-1-0. Right. Ms. Afif? I wish we asked that question, but we didn't. Ms. Afif?
If someone well, let me guess. We're all done, right? Now it's just educator? Am I right?
We haven't chosen educator.
Well, you have to.
2 educators.
We have educators, yeah.
And we
Police
don't
officer
have
from-
anybody from Ward 1 or 2 represented here at all. But again, we're going because,
There's only 11 to 13 members.
thank you. that we
Mr.
have
Sheehan?
this.
And honestly, I will give up my spot for Ms. LaFave. No, seriously, to have someone from Ward 1, I mean, I will absolutely. No, I'm saying that I will remove myself from my spot for you to serve, so we have representation from Ward 1.
Me too. I can't. I'm Ward.
Or I'll give it up for Ms. LeBron Martinez too, so we have someone from Ward 1 or 2.
Yeah.
I would absolutely.
Right.
Exactly. I'm Ward 2. I'd love to do it, but
Yeah, I will willingly, I mean, just so we have, if Ms. LaFave or Ms. LeBron Martinez. I would
how many
absolutely.
meetings would we have to have?
It's on the list. It's the 5 meetings from,
Yeah.
Well, I
January
could
8th.
probably do the 5 from Ward 2 because that's my ward. I'd love to.
I'm just gonna, I was gonna nominate myself, seeing that I have not seen the balance here.
Right?
And we have to be frank about this. We were giving
I'm out, like,
getting out of receivership for the reason being that we're gonna have a process that is going to be representing the population that is being served in our school system. And this is why I was having a hard time considering what I see. And unfortunately, to be honest with you, I also misunderstood. I thought that we would be automatically part of it, but we had to actually apply, and that was not clear to me. So I want to make that publicly known, that I would have applied knowing that we're needing to represent.
That question in the meeting that we talked about how the screening committee was going to be formed, someone brought up the question, how are we going to be selected? And that question was answered that everybody had to apply. That was a question that was asked and answered in the meeting where we talked about the screening committee. The other thing is that we are the ones who are going to have the final say on the candidates once the screening committee makes their recommendation. So it's still our job to actually pick the person who's going to be there. If you are available for the dates, Mr. Sheehan has offered his spot, so you are more than welcome to take his spot as the school committee representative.
That's what I was saying.
Sure.
Let me have the date.
so the dates are all run from at least 6 to 9:30. And I mean, Mr. Wellen and I did this 12 years ago, and they can run longer than 9:30. I will be honest with that, especially when it comes to deliberations. And it's January 8th, January 13th, January 15th, January 20th, and January 21st.
That is 6 to 9.
Right, it's 9:30, but it could, especially the later meetings, like when you deliberate, could, because the thought is you'd have multiple interviews and then you deliberate.
Go over with it,
It's
my calendar.
Tuesdays and Thursdays.
And just for everyone who did apply, like just all the people that are here, like if they drop out between now and then, we'll have to fill it because you can't miss 1 hour. Like that's because 1 hour is one interview. I mean, if it's the committees, I'm more than willing to withdraw to have geographic representation in the city. And
But we need just one school.
My question again, let me ask let me go back to what I'm explaining. So the candidate still is gonna come in front of us, we're still gonna make a
Yes.
final vote, it's not
Yes.
necessarily the committee.
Yes.
Okay.
no, you can, I mean, the concern from the committee is geographic representation, and this is easy. If you can make those dates work, like I applied because there was a lack of committee members that applied. So, I mean, I am also with
Negotiations.
Dr. Rivera Colon, like most of those negotiation dates, so I wouldn't be there and she would be going. So, I mean, by all means, like if you can commit to those dates and we'll have representation because it was important for Ms. LaFave to have representation from Ward 1 or 2. That, right, but like
Right.
so if you can commit, like I'm A-okay.
Kevin, the 8th, your Tuesday.
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know the dates.
Does anybody have a calendar?
It's not a Tuesday because that's our organization.
Right.
It's a Thursday.
Yeah, it is a
and the
Thursday.
13th.
So I have to step out because of some other commitment that is coming up.
Okay.
I'm doing a research and then.
Okay.
I would say I wish that had been, if that was something that people felt strongly about it, that when we had the questions for the form, for the screening committee, that people would have asked for a word. Because that would have been something that we could have done. Mr. Fave.
But I think it's also our due diligence that when we're looking at not only by what they're writing, right? But you're also looking at their address, kind of figuring out, okay, where am I getting this information from, right?
Mhm.
Who is representing the most here?
Mhm.
Who is interested that can commit as well,
And come
but we don't have that representation. Sometimes we have to put aside who we know and who we want and look at making sure that we fill this where it's
Everybody
a representation
Right.
across the board. So yes, I did say we're missing 1 and 2, but it doesn't matter now anymore because
Well, it does matter.
no, at the end of the day, we've already bucketed and filled those positions. That's why I said from the very beginning, some people fall under different categories, and if we can maneuver them, but we're going to stick to what we all decided is going to be it, so be it. That's how it is. So
So
those
how would you
buckets
how
where
would
I
you
would've
amend
had-
it? How would you amend it so that then there would be representation from those words?
Well, we could have.
We're
We
still
wanted to
here.
make sure that we had 2 in administration. When I originally had said, thinking out loud, because that's what I do. I think out loud, and people don't like that. But anyways, you had 2 from parent, guardian, and we said 3 community member. That's what I had said, 3 community member, giving them the extra. So it outweighs the mere fact that you have more that have to do with education and administration and elected officials. That's like, sometimes as parents, when you're sitting at that table with staff, you kind of feel like, who really am I, right? Because everybody seems above you, right? And like you're wondering if what you're saying they're actually hearing or just making you believe they're hearing it. So it's that same thing of not having like that true voice. But if we had exceeded more on wanting more from the community, I mean, we wanted the community's vote when we wanted a middle school, we wanted everybody to get involved.
Yeah.
Then why should we have added 2 for administration? Then we have the 2 elected officials. Then we have 2 educators. That kind of offset it. There were parents in here from Ward 1 that I saw specifically one that could make it, and actually not Ward 1, Ward 2. Okay, and it's Ward 2 down in South Holyoke that was willing to commit. But we can't put that person or recommend. Why? Because the person's just a parent.
Right.
That was me back.
Back then.
We're on
Mr. Sheehan.
Once again, if it's the committee's will, take me off and fill it with a community member. You can do what you want. I don't need to be on this.
Okay.
I mean, but we can change it. We can change it to one. If you don't want that, if you want to, we can take a vote. I am not going to be hurt. If we want balance, it is easy to remove me from the committee. I have faith in Mrs. Lubold to carry that on her shoulders with that. But like, it is, but to do that, like, I am an easy replacement. Like, I am here and saying, replace it, change it up if you want representation from another ward. Whatever. I don't just.
Ms. Wilson.
I make the motion that we remove Devin Sheehan from the elected official voted in order to have better representation in our community member group. So I'm recommending that we only have 1.
I'll second it.
Well, we do have to vote because we did make a motion earlier that we were going to have 2. So I'm going to now shift and
I second that.
Do we have a second?
Yeah.
Ms. Densel Williams.
we're done.
Discussion.
Community member.
Any further discussion? All those in favor, raise your hand. All right, it's unanimous. It's just that then you go like, you get tired. All right. So we have now 3 community member spots.
got
Mr.
it.
Willihan.
Now nominate.
There is 1 spot left for community member. 2 for educators. Yep, no problem. Ms. Afif.
You guys are gonna love me on this one. Oh no, and I'm just so technically right now you have what 1 community member spot, and no parent spots, right? But if people were to look at it and go back to those names, they would see that those people also put themselves as community member, which would open up the spot. Ms. Feliciano, please don't look at me. That would open up a parent spot that might be able to appoint someone or nominate someone from Ward 2.
Really.
All right, perfect. Carlene Lopez, parent.
Do we have a second?
Yes.
Seconded by Ms. Wilson. Discussion.
What's the name?
She's
Carlene Lopez.
Arlene Lopez.
If you're going according to this. We're all just silent.
Nomination.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Show of hands. All right, unanimous.
Point of order. We need to make a motion again for Kate Sullivan because the motion was made that she would join as a parent guardian. And if we're shifting her over to community member, we should vote again for that.
We did not move.
No, because my motion was we added a third to community member. That was my motion.
Right.
And so if you put Carlene and Deborah as parents, we need to shift Kate Sullivan Craven over to community member. So it would be Kate Sullivan Craven, Lisa Smith, and Christian Carday. So we would have to then vote again for Kate Sullivan Craven now as a community member.
Lisa, the one we moved.
But the motion was made for us to, the motion was that she was voted in as a representative in the parent garden category. We are now, if we stay with what we just did, we had 2 for parent guardian, 3 for community member, 2 for educator, 2 administration, 1 elected official, 1 other, 2 students. So we would have to then vote again for Kate Sullivan under community member.
I'll make a motion for Kate Sullivan.
Second.
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Wilson. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Ms. Liber Martinez?
I'm sorry, I was reading, go ahead. So you're voting on
Moving.
the moving it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, yes.
That's unanimous. Motion passes. All right, so now we're down to educators.
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead, Ms. Tensley Williams.
Anthony Sotolato. He lives on Raymond Avenue. He's a police officer, and nice guy. And I think he would. We kind of like need him from all walks of life. I think we need. We can't.
We already
vote for-
filled that.
Okay then. All right.
We only have the educator
We
bucket
tried.
left.
Okay.
Mr. Sheehan?
I don't want to dominate anything. Does anyone care if I suggest an educator? We don't need to vote yet. I just want to suggest a name because we only have 2 spots. So just reading through here. I was going to suggest the name of Nestor Muriel.
Mm-hmm. Nestor Muriel.
Works in the district, high school teacher.
Yep.
Yeah.
I thought he
I
wasn't in the
second.
district.
Yeah, he has an HPS email. I mean, he's a high school teacher.
Second.
I wasn't making the motion
It's
yet.
not
I
a
was-
motion.
Oh,
You can
my
you
bad.
can make the motion if you want. I was just
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It was your turn. I already made mine.
I've made a couple, so.
I move Mr. Muriel.
Okay, motion made by Mr. Isasa. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Seconded by Ms. Labra Martinez. Discussion. All those in favor, raise your hands. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Opposed? 1, 0 abstentions. 710. Motion passes. Mr. Isasa,
I move Sadie Childs Cora.
do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Ms. Tensley Williams. Sadie Childs Cora.
Yeah.
Discussion. That would fulfill the last spot in the educator's bin.
And I do like
Ms. Wilson.
that she's part of the dual language program. I think that's a positive to be.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Oh,
Aye.
all right, raise your hands.
Oh, all those in favor?
Yep. Okay. Motion passes unanimously.
I hate to do this.
Ms. Wilson.
I hate to do this, but I am. I'm going to make a motion that we select one more individual in each category of parent, community member, educator, elected official, other administration, in case someone drops out prior to the starting, so that we could just move them into the slot. That would be my motion.
A wait list.
I'll wait until somebody seconds it.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Seconded by Ms. Laura Martinez. Discussion. Ms. Lefebvre.
So I just want to make sure that we're very clear that this would be if they withdraw their name prior to the start of the meetings, not if something happens by the third meeting, now the next one. It's just prior to the start, we know we contact these next people. Okay. And it's still from the people that have committed as of right now today.
That is my intent.
Okay, excellent. Thank you.
Mr. Isasa.
Didn't quite hear the motion. Is it to choose substitutes? Is that what we're doing?
To choose substitutes in case
category.
someone drops out before the first meeting.
One per category? Is that
Yeah.
what we're saying?
Mr. Sheehan.
I'm just,
Well, it wouldn't be per category because there's not another student.
I'm just, I mean, with the exception of the student, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I was, instead of saying one per category, because really the dropout period is between now and the 8th.
Uh-huh.
I mean, if you don't, so
Right.
if you drop out, if you don't show up on the 8th, it wouldn't be filled. So, I mean,
Right.
could we just select two alternates
That's
rather
a
than one in
good-
each category? Like it's,
I'd like to make an amendment to my motion that we select 2 candidates as backup in case anyone from any category drops out prior to the starting of the interview process.
Second on the amendment. Seconded by Ms. Tensley Williams. Discussion on the amendment. Mr. Willingham.
2 alternates.
2, yes.
2 alternates. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the word that I want in there. Yeah.
Oh, yes. The is that an amendment to the amendment?
No, because that's what she said.
Okay, clarifying. Great.
I'd like to clarify my amendment that we select 2 alternatives.
Thank you. Alternates. Got it. Any discussion? Ms. Lefebvre? Okay.
Ayes.
On the amendment. On the amendment. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? All right. Motion passes unanimously. On the motion.
Right.
Discussion on the motion?
Nope.
All right. All those in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion passes unanimously. We're on the selection of 2 alternates. Ms. Wilson.
I would like to nominate Anthony Sotoloto.
Mr. Willihan.
Second that.
No. I thought you had a question. Go ahead, Mr. Willihan.
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to nominate Anthony Sotolato,
Second.
33 Raymond Avenue.
Sotolono.
No, it is Soroloto.
Totoloto.
I second that.
I already said.
Motion made by Mr. Willihan, seconded by Ms. Wilson. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor, raise your hands. Motion passes unanimously. On to the second alternate.
It's
Ms.
my it's
Wilson.
my turn.
Yes.
It is my turn. I'm going to turn it over to Miss LaFave.
Why?
Because I if you do not wish it, I will, but I feel as though you have looked at this deeper as far as geographical than I have. I'm going to be very honest, and I feel as though you probably would make a better recommendation based on that than I would. You can deny it.
Orlando.
Mr. Izaza has his hand up. You can.
Go ahead.
All right, then I'll give it to Mr. Zaza.
Thank you.
Nominate Maria Chambers.
Chambers.
Maria Chambers.
Where's
second
Maria?
it.
Do
Oh,
we
Maria.
have a second?
I second it.
Seconded by Ms. Tensley Williams. Discussion. Seeing none, all those in favor?
Hold on, let me look.
Maria Chambers, in
Yeah.
favor.
Yes.
See.
All right. So I have 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. Hold on. I'll wait a second. Hold on. You can lower your hands. Because I want to make sure that I get the count correct.
Awesome.
Okay. All those in favor, raise your hands. Okay. I see 7. Any opposed? 1. 0 abstentions.
Okay.
Motion passes 7-1-0.
Okay.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
Second that.
I thought we
Wait.
were.
Can we go
But
home?
hold on.
Oh, we need.
We didn't have a second, so motion fails.
Oh.
Mr. Sheehan. Yes.
Okay. Just for the,
Right.
just so people here on the committee are aware, and so people with the screening committee are aware, so the screening committee has their dates. So the goal of the screening committee is that they will finish up their work on January 22nd, and they will come up with 3 to 5 candidates to be presented to the school committee, which will be presented to the school committee on January 26th at our regularly scheduled meeting. The presentation is just them reading the names off. Then between January 26th through February 6th, school committee members have to go in teams and do site visits at all of the locations of the finalists. So
26 to what?
from the 26th to February 6th, it's a 2-week period where teams of school committee members, 2 or 3 per group, will visit the districts of the people who are applying for the job to meet with students, administrators, coworkers, all the different types of groups of people. Those are a day-long visit typically, usually a 5 to 6 hour visit in the home district of the applicant. That,
Who were picked?
what? The 3 to 5 people that were picked. Then starting on February 9th, the school committee will meet every night from February 9th through February 13th. February 9th through February 13th. And those are finalist interviews. Assuming we have 5 people. If we have 3 people, it's different dates, but would be dates within that week. And those people then spend 1 day in the district, meeting with people, having forums, and then culminating with an interview in the evening by the school committee. And then the school committee would vote towards the end of that week on the potential, and then it's school vacation week. And snow will obviously change stuff.
Ms. LaFave.
Okay, so with these site visits, now let's really look at these site visits. So say we have 5 candidates, right? Now explain to me, do we all go to the same? So like
Nope,
even
like I
if
said,
we're
teams of 2 or
even
3.
if we're broken into teams of 2 or 3, does that team of 2 or 3 you're gonna break off like who's going to
No.
which district, or each team of 2 or 3
So-
has to go and visit the same 5? Is my question.
Let's say Dr. Rivera Colon was a finalist to be superintendent. The 3 of us would go to her district, okay, meet with staff. If Mr. Izaza was a finalist for superintendent, Mrs. Williams, Mrs. Wilson, so it's correct. There could be duplicates with 5. I mean, math-wise, I mean, there could be, but it's 2 to 3 for each one, and they meet with the same people in the district.
And can I ask the question when
Mr. Isasa.
You be so kind and send us all this information in writing?
You'll get it all on the 26th.
Yes. Ms. Laura Martinez.
does that when you go into community, does it allow you like to visit that you have the experience doing it? Have you ever had a chance to speak to really parents from the community, or it's just administration and staff?
It's whatever we ask for, and you and I did it together the last time. I mean, you've done it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's whatever we ask for.
but I never visited.
If we ask for, I mean, if the school committee says we want to meet with 3 parents, then it's on the obligation of the candidate to find 3 parents to meet with.
Can I just have a point of order? The agenda
Ms.
for this
Wilson.
evening was just for selecting the candidates. That is all the agenda had on it. So I'm just want to say that we are not following our agenda.
This
Because
for
it
announcement.
was just the selection of candidates. That's the only item that was on the agenda this evening.
Mr. Fave.
So then, why don't we take a final vote and we specifically say, because there was a lot of back and forth, so that we take a full final vote. But thank you to Mr. Sheehan, because now I need to figure out my work schedule, right? With all them dates. So knowing this ahead of time than me being bombarded with this information on January 26th. Because that's a lot. But I have a whole month to work it out. Do I read it out as to how we? So we have
The
our
motion maker.
selection, so that the school committee vote to appoint the following. These are the confirmed appointments that we're making. I haven't, I'm not including the alternates in this one. The alternates will be with the
Okay.
and, okay? So under parent guardian, Denise Rodriguez, right? Because I just put, Deborah
Deborah.
Rodriguez. I'm sorry. Deborah Rodriguez. Kay Lopez. That's how I wrote him. Oh, Kay Lopez.
Carlene.
Carlene. Okay. Then for community member, Christian Cardy, Lisa Smith O'Connor, Kate Sullivan. Under educator, Nelson Muriel.
Good. Yes.
No, Nestor, sorry. I'm not looking at the front part. And Sadie Childs. Cora, Sadie. Wait, where did I get?
This child's Cora.
Sadie Childs Cora, sorry. Then under administration, we have Yarali Soto and Ryan Carey. For elected official, Patty Lubold. Other, Joan Matsalia. Students, Addison Rodriguez and Heriberto, I don't have a last name.
Or student rep.
And then as our 2 alternate candidates, Anthony
Yep.
Sotoloto and Maria Chambers.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Isasa. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? So move. Motion passes unanimously. Ms. Wilson.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Seconded by Mr. Isasa. All those in favor? Aye. Thank you, everybody. This meeting is adjourned at 5:41.
Oh, 5. That's not bad.
Say that again.
Going to eat. Where they going?